Hello, you. It's me. And I know my Amberlyn Reed videos are not popular, but I was watching the ankle who was watching, I guess, a video she did yesterday. And it was all just a regular stupidity that, in my opinion, I don't mean to be cruel, but she's very cruel and horrible, so I feel like I'm allowed to be a little nastier. She's definitely not a good person. But apparently she's been really getting into the whole tarot card thing. And honestly, I don't care because anybody can do it. I've been doing it myself for 40 years. Yeah, 40 years. It's a long time. And for me, I just do it for fun. I like to do it for friends. It's just a fun thing, and I've got probably 4 decks. One that I've had for 40 years. One that is just a cute little cat taro thing. It's really cute. Um, I love it. It's like my favorite. It's so adorable. And I also have one that has all the stuff written on it, so that it's a little bit easier. It reminds you, oh yeah, this is this. And then the last one is a very gentle, sweet deck, which I really like. That is a little off the beaten path as far as tarot cards go, but I like it because it's kind and gentle. And for somebody who has trouble taking harsh reactions to things, harsh answers, whatever you want to call it, I like to use it for them, and I use it for myself too sometimes. So I'm familiar with tarot cards, put it that way. So when Amber's, showed all these decks and all these oracle cards, I don't really use oracle cards that often, but the one that I have, I just don't like it, so I'm, looking maybe to get a new one. When I started doing tarot, as far as I'm aware, I never even had heard of oracle cards, so I just did straight tarot cards. Anyway, I'm watching her, and she's taking from 3 different decks, and I think that's fine. I don't, everybody can do their own thing in their own way. I love it. I don't have a problem with it. But what I do have a problem with is what I'll show you. I'm not sure where I got it in the clip. Okay, here we go. This is actually from the ankles video. So, just so you know. I don't have any trouble with how she shuffles. I don't care. I see actually a lot of people online who do tarot readings. They tend to just shuffle until a card pops out, which, that's actually a pretty cool idea, a cool way of doing it. I just usually shuffle until I feel like everything is in the right place, and then I just start taking off the top. But again, that was how I was taught to do it. This way is just fine. So now she's got her cards there. That's what I was talking about. You see her take the card from above and pull it down. That is not how you read a card. You have to go from left to right, or you can go from right to left, I suppose. Same thing. But the whole point is that you don't change the position of the card. What she's doing, pulling it up to down, is she's flipping the card. So what she reads as a card right side up is actually upside down, which has a totally different meaning. And it just irritated the heck out of me. I was going to say fuck, but I've been trying, maybe not to cuss as much as I do. I cuss a lot. But regardless, it really bothers me. And not only does she do it for the first card, but she does it for all the remaining cards as well. She goes up to down, which again changes the meaning of the card. It'll reverse whatever the card was at. So she doesn't know what she's doing. I know it's a petty little stupid thing, but I think even in the simplest of directions, yeah, she did it again. Even in the simplest of directions, it says to go from left to right or right to left, because then you don't change the meaning of the card. And there is a big difference whether it is right side up or upside down. It literally changes the meaning. It makes opposite of each other. So, again, I know it's a little stupid pet peeve, but in my mind, if you're gonna have a hobby, at least learn more about it, learn how to do it. I don't think she learned anything about it. She just looks at the books or looks at the word hope or truth or whatever and just reads into it what she wants. I don't know. Again, I know it's a stupid little pet peeve, but just do it right. And I don't know. Amber bugs me with a lot of things because, see, there she does it again. She did it and flipped it over. That's not how you read them. You have to go from left to right so you don't flip them, so you can see whether they are right side up or upside down. Again, it makes the meanings opposite of each other. So it's important to do. This is the problem that I have with Amber most of the time, is she does everything so half-ass. That's the problem. She does everything half-ass. Her weight, tarot cards, everything that she does. It's not just this, but obviously. But she just never puts any effort into really anything except for maybe her Lego. Her Lego, she seems to put a lot of focus on to make sure that it's right, which is a good thing. I'm glad to know that at least something is important to her, because it certainly isn't her health or well-being. Although I guess if you're doing Legos for stress, but what stress does she have except for the stress she puts on her body by eating too much? I don't know what other stressors she really has. She doesn't care about her pets, so that's not a stressor. But I don't think she cares much about her home. She probably has someone come and clean it for her. Maybe her mom, maybe, I don't know. It'd be nice if she just hired someone to come in once a week and just clean for her. I would not have a problem with that at all, because I know myself, due to various aches and pains in my body, sometimes I have trouble cleaning, and I do my best, I do a little bit every day, so everything stays decent. But yeah, sometimes I have issues, and it would be nice to have someone to come in and help. I don't see anything wrong with that, but for some reason she has to prove all the time, just like Gypsy, by the way, that she's right and she's telling the truth even when she's not. It's part of that narcissistic personality, in my opinion. It's part of a narcissistic personality. You always have to prove everything, prove you're right. And I don't know. I want to say it's sad, but again, when somebody is a terrible person, it's really hard to feel any sensitivity towards them, even though they may not be able to help what they're doing or how they're acting and the horrible things they do. It's still hard to not think of them as monsters, because they are. So who wants to help a monster? I don't know. I do, when I think about, the psychology that I studied. I did my thesis on narcissism, by the way. I think I've mentioned that. I don't know if I have. But, yeah, it's such a double-edged sword, because they're horrible, awful people that do horrible, awful things and hurt so many people. And that's the reason why I feel the need to help them, so that they no longer hurt themselves or anybody else. They're horrible, terrible people, but I don't want them to harm anyone. At least not harm anyone else. And that's why I feel driven to want to help them, even though I don't like them. But anyway, again, this little pet peeve of mine, learn how to do tarot cards right. That's all I'm saying. This is such a stupid video. But anyway, that's all I got to say.